Hey everybody, it's Mark. It is July 20th, Monday. It is an overcast day. Hopefully get some rain today. Anyways, today I'm on the other side of the ravine where I was at last week. In the last video I did anyways. I'm a little bit higher. I'm going to show a nest. Anyways, this ravine, I had another two juveniles, a little guy, looked like a dog face, down in this ravine down here. There's a group of caves all along down there. And he was peeking at me in the tree when I was standing in the ravine down there. The nest that I showed last week is back there about 100 yards across that ravine. But he was up here, and there's a set of caves I'll show where he was watching me. And anyway, so there's a den up here that I found that they made out of a little cave. And I haven't been back to it in a while. I call it den number 4. So I got up here, and some things have changed. This is a nice little hide area that they like. Anyways, for people that don't follow me on Facebook, most of my viewers, to kind of give you an idea, what I'm doing is I work in a canyons, that's spiderweb, several different canyons. Basically, the water runs down the middle of the canyon here like this. These are the canyon walls where all the caves are. These huge caves and boulders everywhere, boulder caves. And up along top here are mesa. And I'm going to show you what mesa is like. But all along here, these are where all the caves are at in here and so forth, spread out. But so basically, I'm up at the top, just ready to crest the top of the mesa, so I can give you an idea what that looks like. Once you get to the top. Because really to get down into where I'm at is really very hard. It's not an easy thing to do without ropes. You just kind of have to find your way through all these ravines and so forth and get up to the top up here. And it's not always the easiest thing to do. Zoom any more than that. There's a group of caves all through there, down in that ravine. Many encounters in this ravine, more so than anywhere else that I've been. This is a really cool area. Amount of nests and so forth. So this one up here I call den number 4, up in this cave. I haven't been here in a while, but when I got here, I noticed some things had changed. One, there's a huge log sitting inside the cave, which wasn't there last time I was here. And a new tree break, a huge tree, has been brought down just recently. Right here at the bottom. And I'm assuming that's to block people's access getting over here into this. Boy, it's been a long time since I've been here. See, they made this roof with these huge logs. Huge logs. That's a 500-pound log right there. Couldn't even lift that. Voices. Sounds like they said, why are you talking about that? They may be here. But I want to show what's changed in this beautiful, neat little cave. Spiders. See, last time I was here, this huge log was not here, in here. So, this was just this area open here. So you could see how they built the roof with those logs. See how they shoved that in there? Humongous logs. Look at that. It's been all shoved in there. This wasn't this isn't a human den, and I gauged that by the size and weight of these logs here. Big, massive logs to build this ceiling in this nice little cave. But this thing was not here. Now, this is the second time I've shown where big logs are brought into a cave. Unlike the other cave where I gifted the corn, it didn't have an open area above it, so they made a roof out of these huge logs, see? And they have been here because someone took a huge, huge log, wedged it in there, and that wasn't here, neither was that stick down there. There was nothing in here. It was clean. Haven't been back to this den in a while. This is a neat area. So as you see, and up there is the top of the canyon. We're going to crest it and show you what it looks like looking down on it. But, looks like they brought this tree down here just recently. It's still fresh. So, it looks like they're going to add to this, maybe cover up the entrance or whatever, or fortify it more. It's a beautiful little cave. A lot of spiders around though right now, a lot of bugs because it's July. But that's what I assume is they brought this tree down just recently to get wood to fortify this thing. Wow. Big, massive tree they brought down right there. See, and they're going to fortify this over here. Pretty cool. Very well hidden, very secluded. It's one of those places where you'd actually have to stumble across it to notice it. But I mean, it's not human because again, look at how the size of the logs that are twisted. And they probably took most of it from this deadfall off this huge tree that sits over the cave. But those are just big, big logs. A lot of strength to do that. Let's go up here and take a look up here. Another interesting little cave here. See? They're just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Again, it's really hot again today. I'm hoping for some rain. So, again, see how well hidden everything is in such a thick forest. No human trash around, no signs of humans, very secluded area. I will say though, one time I was up here, top of the canyon, and this Apache helicopter, really quiet. I didn't know those things could get that quiet. He came flying right over me, low. He was watching me for some reason. I've never seen an Apache up close like that, flying, you know, that low to the ground. He came right over this ridge right here. And I guess he saw me standing up here. And so he kind of turned, kind of did a circle, was watching me, and then he left. But really amazing that he was watching me, and it's such a big, powerful helicopter. It'd be so quiet like that. It's like they're able to stealth their propellers. His engines were not like, wow. And then once he got farther away from me, well, you could really hear it. So anyways, this is what the top of the canyon looks like when you get up here. Let's see if I can overlook this den. See how secluded it is? I mean, there's nobody up here. Nobody comes up here. Nobody's around. And you have to cut through all this just to... Let's see, where is it? Oh, there it is. See that? Most people would just think, wouldn't even notice that if you came walking along here. They may look over here. Maybe not. Usually they just keep going if they're hiking or whatever. Just look over the cliff. Bam. Find a den like this right there. This is how I found this one. Here. Just looking over. I was like, holy smokes, look at that. Spiderweb roof. Look at the size of the logs and stuff. So I was like, yeah, wow. Awesome. Down there, of course, I have all those caves in the ravine. And that's where I had that very, very strange looking dog face thing. Right on video. It still freaks me out because he doesn't look like a Squatch. It's black and it's hairy, but his face is snouted. Very odd looking creature. A lot of my native friends, I have said, think I have a skinwalker up here. Because this is old. This is Arapaho Indian land. But there's no Arapaho around here anymore. They sold this part to the state. I've never noticed that cave back in there. Let's see if I can get that. I never noticed that one back in there. Goes in behind those boulders. A lot of times you get the scrub oak, grows along the tops of the canyon here in the boulder, and there's little caves hidden behind the scrub oak, like right back in there. And that's like where the coyotes like to live and other animals, predators like mountain lions. And you have to cut through that tree, and there'll be a cave behind it sometimes. And I've been growled at a couple times doing that. So that's a den for something. So it's, as you can see, it's just, it flattens out actually. It really flattens out as you can just go for miles. You lose all the thick forest. You have to go down into the canyon. Same with that way. You get up and it just levels off. Haven't found any prints today. But we're heading, we're gonna head around the corner here. So that's the one I call den number 4. It's not the most extravagant, but it, I could use it. Human could use it. Owls, eagles, hawks, they like caves up high in these boulders like this, and they can nest up in there. As you can see, it's down there somewhere, and you can't even notice it, see it, anything. So see, as you descend from the top, you come down, you descend into the heart of the forest. And the reason I work up here along these boulders and these caves is because predominantly this is where I find all my prints. Now in this huge set of canyons, for those that I haven't talked to about this before, I never know where they're going to be. They could be miles away from here, 5, 6, 10 miles away from here on the other side of the river. I never know where they're going to be. But what it appears to me that they do is they make one big trek every night. It appears that way. And they go all the way around and they circle this whole entire forest at night. But they like to stay up close, up top to these caves. And I think that's because they're looking for little game. Or they might be afraid that someone is hunting them. They can duck inside of a little crevice or a cave, even at night. See. You can get back in there. Mushrooms. I have tons of mushrooms in this park. I don't know if I've been up there. I don't think I've seen this. See, little crevice caves everywhere, right at the top of the canyons. Wow. Yeah, never seen this one. Check this out. Can kind of overlook, hide. Something's been laying up in there for sure. No trash. But you can, well, there's a little cap to something. But you can see something big has been laying there. You can just overlook this cliff. If you have to, you can wind around this way or down that way anyway, just to get away. And that really concerned me about that seeing that Apache. I've only ever seen it once. But I was up here and he came right over there. He's got a flare, so if they are watching for Bigfoots or they know about them, they can see them where they're at in here. It's set through those rocks because they can hide their heat signature. Going inside of a cave. Flare won't see through the rock. It completely shuts down the signal. So, again, I come through here and my prints always follow the canyon wall. The thing of it is, though, like I tell people, you know, they say, oh, you're doing great work, you know. They like you, they're going to, you're getting closer. Well, it appears that way. I mean, yes, they take my food gifts and so forth, but I never know how close I am because, like I said, I'll find prints here one day, up here, along here, and then nothing. I cross the river a couple miles away and I find prints over there. So either they're going back and forth across the river, checking, you know, areas they like, or they're making one big giant circle, which is 30 miles or more of canyons, you know, or just making the circle. I don't think they're walking that much at night. I think they choose different areas because the deer never stay in one place. I did see a little doe up in here earlier when I was coming up. So, let's check around, see if we find any prints as I descend. Into Rock Ape Canyon. But see, you have to find a way down because you can't just fall. You'll fall off these cliffs. Some of it's just impossible to get down. So sometimes when you're up there, it takes you a while to find a way down, to climb down and get into the forest here. We're entering a hot zone right now of not only prints but also elaborate tree structures and so forth. I can hear a raven. He's chattering away. See this tree break here? Right? In conjunction with two others. So we have 1, 2, 3. Right up here. follow these game trails here that the deer have made. They mark them, see? You see a little game trail here made by deer? The deer like it up here too. And so you find all these breaks, tree structures at the game trails, up along the top. But not always. Down there, way down there, the bottom. And in the middle, I found prints and structures and breaks and other things. But it just appears to me that following the game trail has always yielded the best evidence for me up along the canyon here. Yes. This log broken off there, put there on purpose. Just incredible amount of sign up here. I just love this little area. It's so hidden and it's hard to traverse. They've been here for hundreds of years. Wow. Another ravine. It really gets sticky coming through here. Something's traipsing through the bush over here. Whoop! Whoop! I could hear him stomp, stomp, stomp. This is also, I'm heading into the area where I had the night, where I was here in the evening, and at the end of that video, you can hear him take off, do, because you could hear a female going, woo, calling him way south of here, like 100 yards away, and he took off, boom, 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 and it was just getting dark. I hate that when that happens too, because, see, I can't get through here without making a ton of noise. I hate to have to go down and around or up. It's just too tough. I think what I'll do is I'll go down and around. I want to see what that was. Somebody's helmet. It's been here a while. It's all full of pine needles and stuff. Huh. Wild. Telling you, this is some serious backcountry. I don't wear enough stupid helmet though, but honestly, it's someone who's afraid of falling and hitting his head. Backcountry hiker lost his helmet. It's not really trash, it's just, it still pisses me off though because it's irresponsible. Take your gear. Those people in the Bigfoot community don't wear a helmet. Still following the game trail. Alright, coming up to So see, coming off the top, I descended down into the forest. See, I heard some animal or something up here. Okay, well, that's going to do it for segment 1. I got to figure a way to get across this ravine that's coming up over here, so wasn't too exciting. I wanted to show that den that was over there. Den number 4. That's a raven chattering. Whoop! Whoop! So I'm gonna cross, and then we'll start segment 2 for July 20th, 2015.